Hello to you, our loyal viewers, and welcome to Insurance World TV, your premier destination for comprehensive insurance education. Have you ever come across a clause in your policy known debris removal clause in your property insurance policy? In this video, we delve into the often overlooked but crucial aspect of property insurance debris removal coverage. Whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, understanding this clause can make a significant difference in your recovery process after a disaster strikes. Join us as we break down the basics of debris removal coverage, exploring what it entails, why it matters, and how it can impact your insurance claims. We'll discuss common scenarios where debris removal coverage comes into play, such as fire damage, natural disasters, and structural collapses. But before we proceed, please take a moment and subscribe to our channel for the latest insights, tips, and industry updates. Explore topics like insurance coverage, risk management, and financial planning. Don't miss out on valuable knowledge to safeguard your future. The debris removal clause in property insurance refers to a cover extension within a property insurance policy dedicated to paying for costs incurred while removing rubles or remains of a building or property after a claim has occurred, or removal of debris resulting from a covered loss or damage to insured property. It may also extend to the removal of debris from neighboring properties if it poses a threat to the insured property or hinders the recovery process. This clause is crucial because the cost of removing debris after a disaster can be substantial and may not be covered under the standard property insurance policy unless explicitly included. The clause may specify the extent of coverage for debris removal, including any limits or exclusions. It's essential for policyholders to review their insurance policy carefully to understand what debris removal expenses are covered and any conditions that may apply. Debris removal coverage can vary between insurance companies and policies, so it's essential to consult with your insurance agent or broker to understand the specifics of your coverage. In some cases, additional coverage may be available to supplement the debris removal coverage provided in a standard policy. As we have learned, the debris removal clause typically covers the costs associated with the clearance, cleanup, and disposal of debris resulting from covered perils such as fire, explosion, natural disasters, vandalism, or other insured events. Let us now take a brief look into key components of the debris removal clause. These may include 1. Coverage limits. The maximum amount the insurance company will pay for debris removal expenses, which is usually expressed as a percentage of the property's insured value. 2. Covered debris. This specifies the types of debris eligible for coverage, which may include building materials, damaged structures, personal property, and other related items. 3. Conditions and exclusions. Any conditions or limitations on coverage, such as requirements for debris removal to be performed within a certain time frame or exclusions for specific types of debris or situations. 4. Coordination with other coverage provisions. This provides clarification on how the debris removal coverage interacts with other provisions of the insurance policy, such as property damage coverage or additional living expenses. 5. Claims handling procedures. This component provides guidance on the documentation and submission of debris removal expenses as part of the insurance claim process. Overall, the debris removal clause ensures that policyholders have financial protection against the costs associated with cleaning up and disposing of debris following a covered loss, helping to expedite the recovery process and mitigate additional financial burdens. The debris removal clause plays a vital role in property insurance for several reasons. Reason number 1. Financial protection. Following a covered loss, such as a fire, flood, or storm, debris removal can be a significant expense. The debris removal clause provides financial protection by covering the costs associated with clearing and disposing of debris from the insured property. This coverage helps policyholders avoid bearing the full financial burden of cleanup expenses, which can be substantial and unexpected. Number 2. Facilitates recovery. Debris removal is often one of the first steps in the process of rebuilding or repairing damaged property. By covering debris removal costs, the insurance policy enables policyholders to promptly begin the recovery process without delays due to financial constraints. This helps expedite the restoration of the property to its pre-loss condition. Number 3. Minimizes additional losses. Accumulated debris can pose safety hazards and increase the risk of further damage to the property or neighboring structures. Prompt removal of debris reduces the likelihood of secondary losses, such as injuries to individuals on the property, damage to undamaged structures, or environmental contamination. Thus, the debris removal clause helps mitigate potential additional losses and liabilities. Number 4. Supports compliance. Local regulations and ordinances often require property owners to remove debris promptly following a disaster. Failure to comply with these regulations can result in fines or penalties. The debris removal clause ensures that policyholders have the necessary financial support to meet these obligations and remain in compliance with local laws. Number 5. Comprehensive coverage. Including debris removal coverage in property insurance policies ensures a more comprehensive level of protection for policyholders. Without this specific provision, policyholders may be left vulnerable to unexpected expenses related to debris cleanup, which can significantly impact their financial well-being after a loss. Number 6. Peace of mind. Knowing that debris removal costs are covered under their insurance policy provides policyholders with peace of mind. They can focus on recovering from the loss without worrying about the financial burden of debris cleanup, thereby reducing stress during an already challenging time. Overall, the debris removal clause is essential in property insurance as it helps policyholders manage the financial aftermath of a loss more effectively, facilitates a faster recovery process, and ensures compliance with regulatory requirements, ultimately providing valuable peace of mind. The application of the debris removal clause in property insurance involves several key steps and considerations. Number 1. Assessment of covered loss. The first step is to determine if the loss or damage to the insured property is covered under the insurance policy. Covered perils typically include events like fire, explosion, vandalism, natural disasters, and other specified risks. Number 2. Evaluation of debris removal needs. Once the covered loss is established, assess the extent of debris removal required. This involves determining the types of debris present, such as building materials, personal property, vegetation, or hazardous materials. Number 3. Notification to insurance company. Policyholders should promptly notify their insurance company of the covered loss and the need for debris removal. This notification triggers the claims process and allows the insurer to begin assessing the situation and providing assistance. Number 4. Documentation. It's essential to document the debris removal process thoroughly. This includes taking photographs or videos of the damaged property and debris, keeping records of cleanup expenses, obtaining estimates from debris removal contractors, and maintaining any relevant permits or regulatory documentation. Number 5. Coordination with contractors. Policyholders may need to hire licensed debris removal contractors or specialists to safely and efficiently clear the debris from the property. It's crucial to ensure that contractors are reputable, insured, and compliant with local regulations. Number 6. Compliance with regulations. Debris removal must be conducted in compliance with local regulations, building codes, and environmental laws. This may involve obtaining permits for debris disposal, handling hazardous materials safely, and adhering to specific cleanup protocols. Number 7. Coverage limits and extensions. Understand the coverage limits and any extensions provided by the debris removal clause. Policyholders should be aware of the maximum amount the insurance company will pay for debris removal expenses and any additional coverage available for specific events or circumstances. Number 8. Claims handling process. Work closely with the insurance company or claims adjuster throughout the debris removal process. Provide documentation and cooperate with any inspections or assessments conducted by the insurer to facilitate the claims handling process. Number 9. Coordination with other coverage provisions. Consider how the debris removal coverage interacts with other provisions of the insurance policy, such as property damage coverage, additional living expenses, or liability coverage. Ensure that all relevant coverage provisions are applied appropriately to the situation. Number 10. Review and approval. The insurance company will review the debris removal claim and determine the eligibility of expenses for reimbursement. Once approved, the insurer will issue payment for covered debris removal expenses, subject to the policy's terms and conditions. By following these steps and